Ajit sir, SK Anna, Trisha ma'am, Samantha ma'am. What was it like working with them?
You learn from each person, you learn a lot of things. And I love learning. So I always pick up, like a lot of things from a lot of people. And that has made me stayed here in the industry for quite some time. Ramya is always natural da veno, rombo makeup pudikile. The only time she told me was, Muhurtham was South Indian style. She said, for the Sangeet, I want to look totally North Indian. Remo, it was very challenging. It was fun. Siva sir was also very, very fun to work with. I would say he has so much of patience. Imagine early in the morning starting makeup at 3:30 a.m. One thing is I learned a lot from him. Even though if he was tired, he's always in a cheerful mood. So that makes me really energize me, So when there is something very challenging, I enjoy doing it. Like doing Kashmora for Nayanthara was very nice. Tangalanku karpu you call, no?
Yeah.
Black, na? They used to look little darker, sunburnt. All that was little bit of a prosthetic makeup. In Ponniyin Selvan.
Hello ma'am, how are you?
Very well, thank you so much.
Okay, so I saw a few photos like நீங்க வந்துட்டு உங்களோட outletலயே வந்து நிறைய photos வச்சிருந்தீங்க where you had taken pictures with Ajit sir, SK Anna, Trisha ma'am, Samantha ma'am, Tapsi ma'am. So what was it like working with them?
Of course, you feel really blessed to be working with the top people. Yes, it's a very learning session for me because each of them have a different way of dealing things with, and for me to work with different kind of people, I get to learn a lot of things. So that's the plus point here, and they are more experienced than us, and then when you work with them, you learn from each person, you learn a lot of things, and I love learning.
True.
So I always pick up like a lot of things from a lot of people, and that has made me stayed here in the industry for quite some time. Yeah.
So இப்போ டாப் ஆர்டிஸ்ட் கூட நீங்க ஒர்க் பண்ணும்போது there are certain times like இப்போ ஃபீமேல் ஆர்டிஸ்ட் கூட ஒர்க் பண்ணும்போது அவங்களுக்கு என்ன மாதிரி கேரக்டர் என்ன மாதிரி ரோல் இருக்கோ அது பேஸ் பண்ணி யூ வில் பி டூயிங் தேர் ஹேர் அண்ட் மேக்கப். அதே மாதிரி தான் இட் கோஸ் ஃபார் த மேல் ஆர்டிஸ்ட் ஆல்சோ. பட் ஒரு சில பாயிண்ட்ல வந்துட்டு ஜெண்டர் சேஞ்ச் வரும் இல்லையா? மேல் ஆர்டிஸ்ட்க்கு வந்துட்டு ஃபீமேல் ரோல்ஸ் இல்லாட்டி ஃபீமேல் ஆர்டிஸ்ட் வந்து மேலா வந்துட்டு கெட்டப் சேஞ்ச் பண்ணி பண்ணுவாங்க. பெஸ்ட் எக்ஸாம்பிள் இஸ் ரெமோ மூவில எஸ்கே அண்ணாவோட ரெமோ கேரக்டர். You did makeup for that particular
so
part.
I didn't do the makeup. The makeup was done by a makeup artist called Nikki from Mumbai, because see, in the industry, like we can't do both.
Okay.
Like we have this union, makeup union associations.
Oh, there is a union.
Yes, in the makeup industry, film industry, there is a makeup union. So one person can do only makeup, one can do only hair. We can't do both, right? So I took care of the hair part, and Nikki took care of the makeup part. Yeah, it was a good teamwork. And of course, with him, it's with the star, he is such a hardworking person. It was very easy to work with him. He was very understanding and very loving and very kind. So it was a wonderful experience working with him as well. We learned a lot of things from him. Yeah.
True, indeed. இப்போ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு மேக்கப் ஆர்டிஸ்டா ஒரு ஹேர் ஸ்டைலிஸ்டா பீயிங் இன் திஸ் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி ஃபார் சச் அ லாங் டைம் நிறைய ஆர்டிஸ்ட் கூட நீங்கள் ஒர்க் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்க. பட் எந்த ஒரு பாயிண்ட்ல வந்துட்டு பீப்புள் ஸ்டார்டட் ரெக்கமெண்டிங் யூ லைக் இவங்க பண்ணால் நல்லா இருக்கும் அப்படின்ற அந்த ஒரு ரெக்கக்னிஷன் உங்களுக்கு எந்த பாயிண்ட்ல கிடைச்சதுன்னு யூ ஆர் ஃபீலிங்?
ஓ மை காட், ஐ டோன்ட் நோ எப்போ ஸ்டார்ட் ஆயிடுச்சு எனக்கு தெரியாது. பட் இட்ஸ் ஆல்வேஸ் பீன் த்ரூ வேர்ட் ஆஃப் மவுத் மை ஒர்க். How do I say, if I work with one person, I get two people calling me next. So that way I'm very blessed. Yeah. See, the thing is, our work is such, it's industry, the movie industry or the fashion industry. It's not only about your work. It's about how you deal, how you present yourself, and how you, how you keep your relationship with the star that you're working. We are, after all, we are working for them. We can't be friends. So as long as you know where you stand and where they stand, if you know your limit, people love you. They understand you and they love you, they respect you. So I'm very blessed. all of them love me and respect me and love me for what I am. So for the work that I do and of course for the person that I am. Thank you so much.
Touch wood, let that love continue to
Yeah,
shower on
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Okay,
Thanks.
இப்போ என்னன்னா இப்போ சதர்ன் லாங்குவேஜ் ஃபிலிம்ஸ்ல வந்துட்டு ஒர்க் பண்ணும்போது யூ ஹேவ் தட் லாங்குவேஜ் பேரியர். There's this language barrier everywhere you go.
Yes.
How difficult was it for you?
As I said, I am very blessed. My work talks for me. I don't have to really talk to anybody or go to anybody. I didn't have to. So I would say I'm very blessed that way. Yeah, it was just through a word of mouth, a recommendation from each person. So as I said, if I work with one person now, I'm always recommended to the other person. So also I am more into like more of a creative work. Like if there's something challenging, I love challenging work.
Okay.
எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். So that makes me really energize me, you know. So when there is something very challenging, I enjoy doing it. Like doing Kashmora for Nayanthara was very nice, very fun, because it was not the regular look. It was something different and they chose me to do that. So I really enjoyed doing that. So I also get a call only when there is something challenging and something different, you know.
Okay.
So which I really enjoy, and people know that like they know that I would be able to handle it. So that much, how do I say, trust they have on me. So which I really feel I'm blessed. Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of makeup, இப்போ வந்துட்டு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ரீசெண்ட் டைம்ஸில் யூ ஆர் பீங் ஃபேமஸ் ஃபார் ரம்யா பாண்டியன்ஸ் வெட்டிங் அண்ட் அவங்களோட மேக்கப் வந்துட்டு வாஸ் டேக்கன் கேர் பை யூ. எப்படி வந்துட்டு அவங்களுக்கு நீங்கள் மேக்கப் பண்ணோன்னு இன்ஃபர்மேஷன்ஸ் லைக் ஹூ அப்ரோச் யூ, யாராவது ரெக்கமெண்ட் பண்ணாங்களா?
இல்லை. ஸோ ரம்யா எனக்கு ஐ நோ ஹர் for a long time. We have done some of her advertisement shoot, and also I've done some music video with her, so she knows my way of doing work. So she always liked me, and she only called me for her wedding. It's been 4-5 months before the wedding. She called me and told me about her dates. She just said, please keep these dates free for me, and I said yes, for sure. Then she came one day, and then we sat and discussed and spoke about the whole thing, and then she told me about her dream wedding, and then she wanted to have it there, and I was like, why there? So she told me you all know why it happened there. So it was a very very beautiful wedding, very lovely. She's a lovely girl, and the boys' side, lovely family. It was I mean, I feel really blessed to be a part of the wedding. It was wonderful to see the wedding. It was very simple, done very nicely. It was not a big crowd, it was like very intimate, only family, close friends of hers and his family. So it was very, very beautiful wedding. Yeah.
ஓகே. ரம்யா பாண்டியன் கூட நீங்கள் உட்காந்து இந்த மாதிரி மேக்கப் தான் எனக்கு வேணும் அப்படின்னு அவங்க உங்கள்கிட்ட டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணும்போது வர் தேர் எனி டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஒப்பீனியன், லைக் இல்லை இந்த மாதிரி கொஞ்சம் ஹெவி மேக்கப் வேண்டாம், இந்த மாதிரி நம்ம லைட் மேக்கப் போனால் நேச்சுரல் ஸ்கின் டோன்ல அந்த மாதிரி அது இருந்து?
ரம்யா இஸ் ஆல்வேஸ் நேச்சுரல் தான் வேணும், ரொம்ப மேக்கப் பிடிக்கல. So and also she knows எனக்கு ஸ்டைல் எப்படி நான் பண்ணுறேன். I usually don't do too much makeup, especially for brides. I try to keep it as simple as I can and try to only bring the beauty of the person. So she knew that, and she already told me when I met also, she said, I don't want too much, just have to look myself. Yes, of course. And then she gave the freedom to do for her makeup. She did not tell me anything, but the only time she told me was ellame the muhurtham was South Indian style la. So sangeet na North Indian style. So she said for the sangeet, I want to look totally North Indian. Okay. So she dressed up like a North Indian, makeup, hair ellame North Indian bride madri makeup hair panna.
எது ரொம்ப சேலஞ்சிங்காக இருந்துச்சு, சவுத் இந்தியன் மேக்கப் லுக் கொண்டு வரதா இல்லாட்டி இந்த நார்த் இந்தியன் பிரைட் மேக்கப் லுக் கொண்டு வரதா?
It's a joy ride for me. There's no challenging in this. It's like almost everyday na panrala bride. So it's joy for me. It's not challenging at all, but it's fun. Because for the bride, it is very exciting. Because of the bride's excitement, I get excited.
Okay.
So it's fun to dress a bride always. Yeah. Okay.
இப்போ மேக்கப்னு எடுத்துக்கிட்டாலே நிறைய டைப்ஸ் வந்துடுச்சு. லைக் இந்த நேச்சுரல் ஸ்கின் மாதிரியே இருக்கிற நோ மேக்கப் லுக், இந்த ஏர் பிரஷ் மேக்கப், வாட்டர் ப்ரூஃப் மேக்கப், இப்படிலாம் நிறைய வந்துடுச்சு. எது வந்துட்டு ஸ்கின்னுக்கு லெஸ் ஹார்ம்ஃபுல்? பிகாஸ் மேக்கப்னாலே இட் இன்வால்வ்ஸ் ஹேவிங் கெமிக்கல்ஸ் லைக் க்ரீம்ஸ் எல்லாமே போட்டுட்டு இருப்போம். ஏதாவது கொஞ்சமாச்சும் ஸ்கின்
அதை கம்பேர் பண்ண முடியாது. that is always there. After all, but I feel certain things are needed. But I won't say this is more harmful and that is more harmful, or this is more safer and that's more safer. I mean, I'm not a person to judge that. But always it's lesser the better. Yeah. Okay. I would say that. Yeah.
Okay.
How do you say lesser the better in Tamil?
அளவுக்கு மீறினா அமிர்தமும் நஞ்சு அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க.
அப்படிதான்.
ஓகே. எந்த பர்టిక్యులர் ஆர்டிஸ்ட் கூட வர்க் பண்றது you enjoyed the most?
Enjoyed most? Yes, for Remo it was very challenging. It was fun, and Siva sir was also very, very fun to work with. He is I would say he has so much of patience. Imagine early in the morning starting makeup at 3:30 a.m. and it goes on for
3:30
till sometime 4 a.m. Yes. Wow. And 3 hours, 2 hours, because it takes time for his get up to get the look right, and with the costume and hair and makeup, everything. So to shoot at sometimes early morning. So one thing is I learned a lot from him, and it was so much fun to work with him, because even though if he was tired, he's always in a cheerful mood. And sometimes we get bored and he will cheer us up, He was one actor who I really, good experience I had to work, when I was working with him. And of course, Vikram sir is amazing to work with, power pack energy. And there was no time when you get bored when you're around with him. And of course, he is someone who can cheer up anybody. He's so friendly, he's so nice. So amongst actor, I have worked with them most of the time, because not many actors I've worked with, but these 2 stars I've worked with, it was a great experience and learned a lot from them. Learned to have a lot of patience and to be hardworking. And that's why they are where they are. So yeah, it was really amazing to work with them, and it was fun to be on set with them. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
இப்போ நீங்க வந்துட்டு விக்ரம் சார் கூட வர்க் பண்ணீங்க இல்லையா, for both தங்கலான் and பொன்னியின் செல்வன்?
No. So let me correct that.
Okay.
So I did the look for the movie, and we decided on what extensions, the whole look. But my sister, who's not here, who's in Mumbai, she was the one who was on set all the time. And so performed by her. Yes, if there is any ideas to be shared and stuff like that, I would direct her. But yes, on set she was the one who looked after the whole set. Yes.
Okay. ரெண்டு மூவிக்குமே both பொன்னியின் செல்வன் and தங்கலான்.
Yes.
Okay. இப்போ பீரியாடிக் ஃபிலிம்ஸ் லைக் பொன்னியின் செல்வன்லாம் பார்க்கும்போது அந்த மேக்கப் லுக்லாம் வந்துட்டு ரொம்ப ப்ராப்பரா இருக்கணும். பிகாஸ் ஏதாச்சும் 1-2 மேலே கீழே போயிட்டா கூட இட் லுக் லைக் ஏதோ தெர்மாகால் ஏதாவது ஒட்டிட்டு இருக்க மாதிரி அந்த மாதிரி ஆகிரும். ஸோ வாட் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ப்ரெஷர் யூ ஹேட் டு ஃபேஸ் ஃபார் தட் லுக்?
Honestly speaking, we didn't have much pressure. As I said, to be honest, there was no much on makeup in Ponniyin Selvan, because Sir was how he was, he looked like that. Of course, he had the beard and all that stuff. And the thing that we had to do was to play around with his hair extensions and hair, that was part for Ponniyin Selvan. Thangalanku makeup artist was from Mumbai. His name is Tom. They did little prosthetic makeup, because sir had to look dark, konjo karpu you call, no?
Yeah.
Black, na? He has to look little darker, sunburnt. All that was little bit of a prosthetic makeup was done. Yeah, as I said, we are not allowed to do both makeup and hair on set, so we took care of the hair.
You've had your own set of experiences இல்லையா? ஸோ அதில் வந்துட்டு இப்போ வரைக்கும் நீங்கள் எனக்கு வந்து அந்த குட் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்சஸ் மட்டும் தான் சொல்லியிருக்கீங்க. ஏதாவது 1-2 சுச்சுவேஷனில் were there any kind of bad experiences or situations where நீங்கள் வந்துட்டு you felt a little bit low or down அந்த மாதிரி?
Not really. I don't think so. I would remember any of those. And I'm a person, I don't like to remember if there's anything that had gone not right.
Okay.
And I don't really, no, I don't think I had any bad experience like that.
Okay.
I'm always a jovial person. If anything happens to her, I don't care. Like, I don't take it very deeply. So I'm a person like that. So it doesn't affect me. Yeah, my happiness is from within myself. So my surrounding doesn't make any, doesn't change my mood. So I would say I'm very blessed, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
ஏதாவது ஒரு பர்టిక్యులர் சிச்சுவேஷன்ல ரொம்ப கோவப்பட்டு did you leave the work and then just move out, like
No,
they
no,
might have
no,
pissed
no.
you off அந்த மாதிரி?
No, I can never do that.
Okay.
And see, when you're working with stars, that's what you need to have a lot of patience. There'll be a lot of things that will not happen the way உங்களுக்கு, the way you want.
Okay.
But
எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ற மாதிரியே எல்லாமே
no, never.
Okay.
Like sometimes you'll be called for a shoot in the morning, but then your work will be only in the evening, some things like that. But it's a part of the industry. You have to accept that. Only when you accept is when you will enjoy the work. Otherwise, if you want to complain, there'll be 10,000 things to complain, but you have to keep that aside and focus on what you have come to do here. So that way, I think that is very important.
Okay.
Having a lot of patience, and of course, working with actors and all, they all have their own mood swings, and everyone. It's only not only about them. It's about every human being. We all have sometimes our low, up, down, but then we don't take it along with us. No. So workplace has to be very jovial and fun. That's when you will enjoy. Tomorrow I want to go back to set, right? So I have to make that atmosphere good for myself. If I make it bad for myself, tomorrow I wouldn't want to go to set, right? And I wouldn't be working in the industry for so many years.
ஓகே. என்னைக்காச்சும் ஒரு நாள் நீங்கள் வந்துட்டு கரெக்டான டைமுக்கு ரீச் ஆகியிருப்பீங்க ஃபார் த செட் ஆர் லெட் இட் பி பிரைடல் மேக்கப் அந்த மாதிரி நீங்கள் கரெக்டான டைமுக்கு இருப்பீங்க. பட் த பர்சன் ஹூ ஹேஸ் டு கெட் த மேக்கப் அவங்க வந்துட்டு லேட்டாக வந்துட்டு உங்களை வந்துட்டு ரொம்ப வேகமாக பண்ண